Hello and welcome back to hour 2 of Stars Without Number Abaddon. We've still got 2 more hours to go after this, I think. Or,
No, we don't.
No, we don't. No, that's right. Today is going to be
1 hour.
a short session.
This is the final part.
So this is the final part of the show.
This is the last hour.
Completely blanked on that one. I should be the one
We
remembering
will
that.
play again next week, though.
Yeah, we'll go into that in the session. Anyway, Liam, take it away. God, mother.
I hate you. So we arrive. We see the.
Not looks like a black and white camera at the moment.
There's some blue down there, bottom right.
Yeah, but it looks like an old black and white film with like a bit of light in it.
Oh Jesus, he's gonna blind everyone. Oh no, not too bad.
Oh no, he just has a little bit of color on his face now.
Evil.
Cool. So there we kind of cut in on the rest of the party who isn't Constantine, arriving at this hotel. I'll call it a hotel. It's a hotel.
When is slightly dirtier than when you last saw her.
It's okay. Yeah, she's like a few like smoke, like soot marks or something. So yeah, like this hotel. It's not great. It looks like it could probably do with a little bit of a freshen up in the decor. It probably hasn't been redone in a while. But yeah, it's suitable. The rooms are nice, and it pulls in, an average crowd every night. It's regulars.
Right.
How many
We only have a
people
day.
at the space station?
Mature, we only have a day. This is important. I need you to freshen up.
Yeah, no,
And
so
ask
Morgan turns to look
Constantine's-
for Matua, but she's already left to the shower.
Right.
She...
So you hear like a knock on the shower, like as it starts, and he says, "Mature, is that you?"
Who the fuck do you think it is, Morgan? I stink.
Right. I need you to ask Constantine's assistant for some clothes.
I
Don't-
have other
don't call
I
her
have
that.
other clothes. I have multiple sets of clothes. I don't need other clothes.
No, I'm not talking about your sensible attire. I'm talking about getting some unsensible attire.
Fine.
You need to look different. Otherwise, things might go badly for us.
Yeah, I don't reply to that.
Right. Tell Arlene when the shower's done.
There's more than one shower.
I'm assuming, are we all in the same room?
No,
How many of
two
them
rooms.
are there?
We got 2 rooms?
I'm pretty sure. Let me check how many of you there are, and I'll tell you how
When's
many
the
you've got.
room that Morgan is not?
Yeah, I'm assuming as much.
4, 8. Yeah, you've got 2 rooms, 4 person per room. Like 4 per room.
Right.
There's 1 shower per room,
Ugh.
4 beds.
So yeah, I think this is like the first time you see the uncharacteristic like exasperation and like some sort of like eyebrow furrow, where it's like, God damn it, fucking babysitting.
Yep.
Also, in case it might help the draw, as Constantine was walking there, he's been handing out like flyers and just like telling people on the street, "Oh, I'm performing here. You should come check it out later."
Actually,
I also
were the
have-
flyers already made up and you just printed them with the name of the hotel on it?
Not even, I don't even have the name of the hotel. I'm just handing them like pictures of me and saying I'm performing there.
Well, didn't you get your assistant to do this?
Ixnay on the assistante. She will kick you in the nutsay.
I don't think he has them anymore.
I like the idea of a scene where like, Constantine goes, Leonardo, can you know? She just sits on the bed and goes, no.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
Right, cool. So everyone gets freshened up, manages to either clean or incinerate their clothes. And yeah, you all look more normal as we kind of fade back to you. Is anyone doing anything in the day? I've got a scene for Gwen, but we'll do that in a second. If no one else is doing
I go
anything.
find a clinic to... No.
I think you see Morgan next to Arlene, just kind of like, oh. Look, I know this is precisely what you'd want to sign up for, but the EDF will be looking for us, so we only really have the one option of letting Christy Coleman take us where we want, and perhaps we can make some arrangements once we're out of the fire and into the frying pan, and once we've done with the frying, we can see what shakes out.
She actually like smiles and chuckles a bit at that. She says, "Don't worry, big guy. I'll follow you."
All right. And if you don't mind, please keep an eye on Dr. Matua. I don't know what she's going to do next.
She full blown laughs at that one. Like, yeah.
You don't need to do anything. Just call me.
She nods. Bit unpredictable, that one.
Yes, she's too clever by half.
Apparently not.
Unfortunately, common sense doesn't go with cleverness, eh?
Yeah. It's like throwing a coin with these smart people. One side, there's the clever guy who's sensible, like someone like a Ford or a... Yeah, exactly. And on the other side, you get, I don't know,
Matua?
German scientist who makes nukes. What's his
She
name
nods.
again?
Thought it was the Americans who dropped the nukes.
I
Was it the
mean,
French? Fuck, I
yeah,
don't know.
sure.
El Shore of the Japanese.
Jesus.
My point is, once the war was lost, the German scientists all moved over to America to make nukes.
Now,
She
this is World
shrugs.
War 2 or 3?
Not entirely sure. I think it was World War III.
No shit. Huh. Never knew that. Alright. Shrugs.
Right.
She,
But my point is,
yeah,
Matua is more
take a
like one of
watch.
those nuclear scientists.
Sick. Okay. I love the fucking comparison between crazy Nazi scientist and Matua.
It's apt. It might be a bit of an insult to the crazy Nazi scientists, though.
Yeah.
Cool.
So just keep an
Um,
eye on her. Yeah.
So Gwen, you head into the shower and you get cleaned up and you get fresh clothes on. And then you get your compad beeps with an incoming message.
I open the message. What's up?
So do you are you doing that just in the room? Because you go ready, you step back into the main room and whomever is in your room. So I don't know. I imagine it's probably Matua, Morgan.
No, Morgan Morgan just is going to the other room, the men's room. So what's left is Arlene and
Leona.
Gwen and Christy. Or no, not Christy. Your assistant.
So-
Fuck.
Leona.
You've basically
Leona.
got male wise. You've got Constantine, Vinny, and you.
Yeah.
And then you've got odd numbers. So which female is in your room?
My assistant, as Nut likes to
Sure.
call her.
Alright.
I would imagine it would be Matua because
Oh no,
Gwen,
you're right. It would be you.
Gwen refuses
Yeah.
to sleep in the same room as me.
All right, so yeah, Gwen, you step back into the room and Leonetta and Erica and are there. What do you take it with them there, or do you go somewhere more private, or?
Gwen looks at it for a moment and does it say who it is or just a message?
Yeah, so it's from Isabella McKinney.
She'd probably take it out in the hall then.
Okay, sure. So yeah, the combat flashes on. It's a video message. So you see Isabella, who brown hair, thin. She's spacer. So she has the standard spacer, slightly too large head, and kind of a tall frame. She says, "Well, good to hear you're not dead. I'm not sure what to think about the Earthers picking you up, but at least you got away from them. We have, well, there are people on Europa who can come get you. It'll be good to see you again. It's been too long." And the message ends.
Gwen would basically send a message back saying, "It would be good to get a pickup soon. I'd rather not join this Christie."
Let me just read your message.
It just wants you
cool.
for your technology. You're dead.
Fine. All right, cool. So, is anything anyone else wants to do before the Constantine
Karaoke.
show happens?
The karaoke show.
Nothing important.
Fuck you, man.
I'm just chit-chatting with Vinny and Erica.
So
Morgan's
yeah,
playlist starts with the sound of silence.
so yeah, we essentially cut to the show. We see the management have commented that it's a little bit busier than they'd normally expect on this night. So you've pulled some people in. Do you want to actually roll me the same roll me before so that it connects.
Fuck.
We'll see how many extra people you drew in.
Yeah. You posted on
Actually-
some message boards and shit.
Yeah.
Snake
see how well you did.
eyes.
Let's see how many fans turn up.
Okay.
An 8
Sure.
again.
So yeah, there's a fair amount. He comments that you've definitely brought in a little bit of extra business, so he's pretty thankful for that.
You're back.
Cool. So I don't know why he sent a message and then said
Yeah,
it.
that's...
So yeah, what do we? So we see Constantine start performing. I guess. Is there anything you want to mention about that?
Well,
Constantine?
should he not roll perform?
Well,
I mean,
I
he
was
w-
going to do that
We
anyway.
want to see if I want to know if there's anything specific that we see.
Okay.
You see him tap on the mic, which is just part of the show because he's been up here practicing for the last 2 hours before anybody showed up.
Yeah.
It's like, "Hello, my name is Constantine, and this is Leona. We're a couple of spiders from Mars, so if you would be so kind, keep your flash photography to a minimum. Autographs will be signed after the show."
There's a mixed response of kind of the low murmur of a crowd, a few cheers, a few calling out, "Woo, Constantine!"
Oh man.
And then we go into the show. Let's see how this goes, Constantine. Roll me a
Oh my god, it's gone. Charisma and go.
Oh
11.
shit!
man. So yeah, it's a pretty good show. It's a pretty good show. Everyone seems
Limited
happy.
props, but yeah.
Yeah, you've made do with what you had available, right? It's never going to be your best show ever, but it's good.
You have no pyrotechnics.
A few more people walk in as the show is kind of going on, and everyone seems happy and they all cheer and screaming and sing along of their favorite songs. Cool.
Gwen is very impressed.
You asshole!
Good on you, Gwen. Gwen is very impressed because she failed fucking harshly on that role.
Doesn't that just mean she doesn't understand what the song's about? It goes over her head.
Yeah, but she's still impressed.
Oh,
She's
I
still,
wasn't
you know,
Pretty sure
she
that
likes-
makes her my number
she
one
likes-
fan now.
because
likes
it's a
the-
mental save. Ah.
It's a nice beat.
Yeah.
It's a nice rhythm to it. Cool. So the show ends, and you kind of you walk off the stage, and the manager he smiles and greets you very happily, and he says, he's thanking you profusely, and he transfers you 700 credits. because you actually drew in, as the night kind of went on, more and more people kept showing up. So like he's basically at capacity now, and this is the first time this place has ever been at capacity. So yeah, he's thankful about that. He's happy.
I tell him thank you very much, and well, maybe if I'm ever in again, I can do this again for you.
He nods and smiles, and basically tells you, yeah, if you're ever back in, you have a place to stay with him, and you never pay anything. It's fine, just come back. Sweet. All right. So yeah, like the night continues, and probably let's have a look. Okay, so like 3 hours after the show like wraps up, it's still pretty busy. A lot of the people are still stuck around, and we kind of see from the camera's perspective, we're kind of looking at the crew who are all kind of sitting around a table and having a drink together or whatever. And we see, like, in the background behind them, we see a bartender like point at your table, and we see like 3 people who are at the bar like turn and look towards your table, and then those 3 people like walk up to the table. And did you said your name at the clinic? Yeah,
I said Myra. Myra is a very common name. I said Myra though. Yeah, I did say Myra.
Oh, it's not.
So
yes, it is.
They walk up to the table. They walk up to the table, and the first one, the one in the lead, like looks over the table and says, "Myra," and like a loud voice to carry over the conversation.
I don't look up. I don't turn my head away from the conversation.
Me.
You want to pretend as if you're not Myra?
I mean, yeah, like I assume I saw them coming over. I know I dropped my name at the clinic.
So Vinny,
God damn it, Vinny!
like,
God damn it,
looks at you, and then looks up at them, and then like looks back at you.
Yeah.
I'm
just like,
and then like
wide eyes.
I think then, like wide eyes. He's like, what's happening? And then I think, fucking. I think
what sort
Erica,
of insight do I get from these people?
I think
I've
Erica
seen them go to the
punches
bar.
him, like punches him in the arm, and he just kind of like looks back to his drink.
No, they stomp on his leg or something.
Yeah, no, like me and Eric like
kicks
kick him at the same time.
Erica like kicks him.
Yeah.
And he like looks back at his drink.
But yeah, who are these guys?
Yeah, roll me something.
I won't roll.
Roll me.
Nerd?
Morgan.
Notice or nerd?
They're equally bad.
It would be notice.
Probably
knowing academic things.
I'm thinking rather, I want to roll sneak, so I want to have been unnoticed while I'm watching them.
It's still going to end up being a notice roll.
Yeah, okay.
So they're probably not actually going to notice you watching them.
That was my no roll.
No would be knowing like academic things.
That's even worse.
I'm trying to know.
So I just know that they're there.
Let me get the.
Yeah, so you notice. So Morgan, you notice 3 people, kind of walking into the bar, walk up to the bartender, and then get pointed in your direction. You notice they're coming.
Do I recognize their uniform or anything if they are in one?
Not wearing any. They're all wearing relatively nice suits.
Man.
Okay.
Do they say anything?
Say your name.
Yeah. So like one of them, the one that spoke, like looks down at you, Myra, and says, "You're Myra."
Continue to ignore him. I'm like still talking to Vinny and or Erica or whatever one.
He walks around the table, like to where he can see your face.
Damn it, the face.
And then like
Yes,
nods.
you have one.
Wait. I told you to go to Leona to get some different clothes and some stuff.
Yeah, I would have done that. I mean, did she let? Like, I didn't mention it because I didn't think it was important
Yeah.
enough, but
Yeah, like they like you, but
like
your
Morgan's my
facial structure.
Morgan's my
Same.
handler. I do what he says to do because I know he knows better than me when to like. He knows
Yeah.
how to survive, and I don't.
So yeah,
Wait,
he
wait,
like
wait,
he
wait.
like walks around the table and he like looks at you and like kind of like focuses on you for a moment as you're trying like very intently to ignore him. And he says, "Myra, no, it's you. That
Can
video feed
can I pick up an accent?
on him.
Yeah.
Romy, no.
No. Cool. Intelligence?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, that makes sense. 11.
Gwen's just sitting there fiddling with some of her tech.
Yeah, he probably has a like a series accent.
He's Spacer.
Yep. Two of them are. The other one is Martian.
What is the predominant language in the system is like an English-based one?
Yeah, it's a mixture.
Very
It's a
much.
mixture of like. So the Earth is English basically.
Yeah.
Because it's always going to be forever and always.
Probably a mixture
Martians
of
are the same.
and English and things.
Martians are the same, but they also use a lot of like Mandarin in their vocabulary. And then Spacer is a random mismatch of a lot of different languages.
What is Ceres?
Spacer series follows the Spacer language.
And that's based off.
Essentially, if you think of basically if you take every language and then pick the easiest and quickest way to say every word in every language, and then take that language for that word, that's Spacer.
Okay.
Right? Like it's a mishmash of whatever is easiest to get the message across.
Okay. In German.
And then some people also, prefer certain languages that will speak that. Like
Right. In German, because it's a pretty long-winded language and the words are pretty long, so I'm imagining wouldn't fit
I
two
don't
olds.
speak Welsh.
So in German, because I don't know Welsh, in German, I look up at him and say, "Who are you?" Who are you? That's a terrible German accent. Holy shit!
what the fuck was that?
It was like
Okay.
vaguely European.
No, that
pass.
wasn't.
We'll forget that.
No, nowhere
We'll forget
specific
that
in Europe.
happened.
Just vaguely European.
We'll forget that happened.
Let's do that. So yeah, who
Yeah,
are you?
so-
Or like, do I know you?
So yeah, he like continues to like stare directly at you, and he says it previously he was probably speaking like English, and he flicks across to like Spacer, and then looks at Gwen and says in Spacer, "Tell your asshole friend to stand up. I don't want to have to pull a gun in here. Innocent people might get shot."
I just say, she can't understand everything you're saying.
He smiles, looks back at Myra. In like Spacer says, "Stand up, walk outside."
I don't really, like. I act like I don't know what he's saying.
He like sighs and shakes his head.
You get a message on your new cell
I don't
phone.
have a combat.
I got one for you by the first drunken guest during the concert that goes out the other entrance. I took his phone.
I'm gonna have to wait for
No, it's
confirmation from that on Liam.
That's fine.
God damn it, Liam.
Why don't
I
you
handed it to you.
word?
Yeah, so I guess it's been reset and configured. Okay, I have a
It still has all
compad.
their details in it.
No, it's not been reset. It's still the same.
Okay,
combat
what does it
as
say?
before.
What does the message say?
The message says, do what they tell you, especially if it gets you somewhere alone. Otherwise, tell them to go into the bathroom with you."
Thinking back onto several movies I've watched, Myra thinking back on this, in like broken English, like in a very like again in German accent and broken English, what do you want me to do? I'm confused.
He shakes his head. Says, in Spacer, stand up, get outside, or I shoot you. Simple.
I do not understand. What do you want from me?
He like stands back, like he straightens up from the table.
Can I roll
his-
talk to like, because there's like no reason he would necessarily believe.
Except his
Gwen.
Gwen told him.
Yeah, no, Gwen
that-
did say that, but Gwen could like, there are assholes in the world, and Gwen could just be messing with him.
One of my
Yeah,
goals.
so he's-
Can I? Yeah,
He's also about to do something that's going to make that irrelevant.
okay, fine, fair
Like
enough.
he straightens, shakes his head, like pushes his like suit jacket back so his hand is resting on the holster of a pistol. Points at you, like in your face, and then points past you at the door.
Yeah, I like my hands go up, and I okay, should have just said so. Stand up and walk outside.
So let me check this. Let me make a roll, and that'll decide something. Okay, I think that's what I was expecting. So yeah, they lead you outside. The one who'd been speaking so far,
Which door did they
like-
take?
main door, just out into the main thoroughfare street, if you will.
Okay.
And like he sets you outside, hand like resting on his pistol the entire time now. Whereas the other two are kind of just walking along. They almost look bored. And the one who had been speaking the entire time flicks back to English and says, "Okay, I'm gonna take you to the station now to answer some questions. Maybe get locked up overnight. In the morning, as long as you're no real threat, you get let go. Understand?"
In the broken German accent again. A threat to what? I stumble
Medical
over my word.
center.
What medical center?
He looks like, yeah, he goes, and like looks over at one of his, like the Martian in their group, who like, so he like reaches into like his coat. And can you roll me like a notice, Matt? I guess it'd probably be notice.
Yep. With wisdom?
Yeah.
Nope.
So he reaches into his coat, pulls something out, and you see a video footage of you at the clinic.
Okay. I applied for a job there. What? Why would I be a threat? Again in the broken German. Or broken English, I guess.
Says, as you left, you said everyone here was going to die. That sounds like a threat.
Yeah, so he says that like Myra realizes, like the characters Myra's playing realizes, because they didn't hire me, all of their patients will die. Surely they are understaffed. They have terrible doctors. I am a very good doctor. I offered my assistance.
He nods.
Fools.
Says, yeah, that's what I thought. So, you gonna come back to the station? Gonna sleep it off for a night? Maybe two, depending on how much trouble you give me on the way there and when I ask my questions. And then, because you're just some and he like flicks over to Spacer, and says, ignorant asshole, and then back to English. Then I'm gonna let you go. Because you're not actually a threat. You just think you're better than everyone else. Let's go.
So playing on the I don't understand English. I am better than everyone else. Yes, you are right. That's why I don't understand why I cannot stay here. I am simply looking for work to get off the station.
He sighs. He sighs and cuts you off like mid-sentence. Says, listen. If you stop talking, you'll be locked up for one night. Keep talking, and it's a fucking week. Just because I fucking can. Let's go.
I roll my eyes, and walk off in German. In German, say something about like sharks or something. Just muttering under my breath as I walk off with him though.
Have I heard this entire conversation?
They went outside, so I doubt it.
No, because they went out the main entrance. I went out the back.
Yeah, roll me a sneak to see if, like... Essentially, it's a sneak to see if you got close enough while still being quiet enough. They're not going to notice you if you fail, but if you fail, you just weren't close enough when they were speaking.
Right.
So when Constantine just says, "Well, that went well."
Yeah, so you got there. You got for like the end of the conversation. So you probably got to the bit where like he was saying, if you shut up, it'll be one night. If you keep talking, it'll be a week. And then they left.
Right.
Like you got part of the conversation.
Right. So you get another text that says, if you manage to shut up for one night, I'll be very glad. Otherwise, I'll come get you. And that won't be very nice.
I wonder how it's going to look to the cops when they find a cell phone that belongs to somebody else on you.
Yeah.
Because we never watched.
Yeah.
Yeah, Morgan. What's that gonna look like? Had to give me a combat.
Who knows?
Had to give me a combat.
Who knows?
I go with him and show no
Yeah.
resistance and just generally look pissed off.
Now, there's a really important question I need to ask here.
Mm-hmm.
Does Myra keep talking?
I think you have to roll a mental resistance check.
Did I read the message from Morgan?
I mean,
You have
get the...
you have not had a chance to open your to get to your combat. You feel the buzz of your pocket, but like you haven't looked.
Not told me if I keep talking. 18 intelligence.
Roll mental check.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll a mental save. Because I don't know what she would do.
So we're actually going to get a scene of Morgan storming a fucking police station.
Oh my god.
I rolled it.
I love using rolls for things you really shouldn't.
And
No, I'm following her to the police station. If things happen, then it will happen before the police station.
Yeah, so I shut up for like a couple minutes, and then I try to start convincing them again in my broken English that I'm like, there's no reason for this to be happening.
So yeah, like they're not talking to you. They're not engaging you. They're not talking to you. You're speaking to essentially a blank wall as they're leading you down this twists and turns.
Sure. God, that's rough. It also makes sense, though. It makes sense.
What do you do, Morgan?
I think you see, like, you hear, like, you see a hallway, right? And like some sort of like stairwell, and you just hear a bunch of cursing, and you see the door open, like a massive door just slamming open as Morgan is just charging up this stairwell, and he takes a swan dive from like a third-story floor, like he's gonna land on someone and goomba stomp them.
Okay, cool.
What?
So.
Oh man, if you missed, do you hit Myra?
See if they. So okay, I'm gonna roll a couple of things here. We'll talk through what I'm about to roll. So first of all, we're gonna roll for them to see if they're ready enough whilst escorting this person to react to this before you get them.
Can we take into account? Can we take into account that I'm pissing them off?
It's going to be harder because you're a piece of shit.
Yep. Okay.
Like they're distracted by you, so it's going to be harder.
I mean,
But
that's all we do. We're very good at pissing people off.
Let's see what happens.
Oh, come on, Morgan. You crush this one.
All right. So what do I roll?
So I'm going to roll for them first to see if they like you jump, right? It happens.
Yeah.
There'll be see if they react in time to get to take a pot shot at you.
You said like twists and turns, right? So basically what happens is he storms into the building and then jumps off the second-story floor to get on top of them.
I love it. So yeah, first of all we'll see if they react in time to like take a quick snapshot at you as you're falling, and then if they don't, we'll see if you actually hit one of them.
Right.
Even if you do, they're not going to knock you, of course. You'll probably still hit one of them. You just might take a shot while doing it.
Holy fucking shit!
Shit.
Okay. So yeah, like they like look up as this, like, I'm assuming you've like busted through like the polyresin that's like the windows. And like, so they look up as there's this like, it's not a shatter, but it's like a thud as this polyresin slab like falls out of this window. And Morgan's like out of this window.
I just imagine him like rot.
You see one of them, like the Martian would be like, oh shit, and like they're reaching for like pistols, but like they're not, reacting in time to get him off. So let's go to hit.
Right.
If you hit, you'll hit the one you're intending. If not, we'll roll a 1d3, and that'll be the remaining 3 people.
I'll hit the guy in the middle.
Cool. I will flick us across to a hastily drawn map.
Got a lot of them maps you didn't expect you're going to use.
I was not expecting this. I'll give you that. I was not expecting. I don't even have tokens for any of
They're
them.
the best kind of they're the best kinds of maps where you just draw scribbles on it.
Literally. So we have like.
You need to pull us
drag-
over.
Yeah, I'm currently drawing up
Fair enough.
map, but I'll drag you across.
No, this was entirely planned.
Of course, yeah.
Yep.
I'm just picturing like a quick cut back to the bar, and Constantine looks at Gwen. We're not going to be able to stay here tonight, are we?
They're not.
Let me raise
Fair.
my shot of whiskey to you. Fair enough.
I toast to you as well. I may have found another way off the station if we need it.
So yeah, it's a relatively tight kind of corridor. So yeah,
Yep.
Morgan is Morgan. I'm not sure if you can actually control yourself.
Morgan is
I have control
And
over this
Myra
token.
should be able to control yourself. Yeah, you. Which one are you going for?
I'm going for the one in the middle. So like the guy at the back of like
Sweet.
there are 2 people on her sides and one at the back. I'm going for the guy at the back.
Awesome. Roll to hit.
Oh god.
What fucking armor do these people have? Holy shit, I don't even have this.
Uh,
Does anyone have the armor in quick nearby
I don't
access?
right now.
What are they wearing?
They'd be wearing like just kind of generic
clothing?
armor.
Just clothes.
They are wearing pants.
If there were
No, they'd have like essentially if we're talking about old Fatherland number, they have like Under Armour. Or armored undersuit or whatever it was called. So whatever that equivalent is in the system, I'm just loading up my rule book.
so the
Page
question
16.
here is, do I roll an exert, which is like the jump and landing? Do I roll punch and just do the to hit?
I will let you choose.
Under armored suit is AC 13.
I'll roll the chance to hit because then I can use my warrior ability to automatically hit anyway.
Yeah. That. Oh.
Do I get
forgot
any
about that.
bonuses?
No.
From me pissing
Alright.
him off?
Negative.
Doesn't...
But-
Yeah. I'm just gonna automatically hit.
Cool, that's fine. So yeah, you clock this dude. And I think like the momentum of you like jumping like drives him to the ground. Yeah, let's roll initiative
God damn it.
to see how this goes from here. Oh god.
Is this our
He's now
first?
back at the bar.
This is our first combat.
This is our first
Yes.
combat.
Yep.
It's been 4 seconds and we haven't done combat in an RPG. Good work.
That's because it's one of my games.
That's because this is a game where we don't like combat.
We are equally shitty at initiative.
Hey, that's not
Yeah.
true. I knocked out like 3 people with
It's a
punches
DA.
last session.
Yeah,
Oh, that's
yeah.
right.
We
Yeah,
had
we've had combat
combat.
before.
This is our second combat.
This is the first
So
combat where Matt's going to
it's
die.
just a D8, isn't it?
I have plenty of health. I have plenty of health.
Oh my god, that would be amazing if they're like, instead of trying to kill Nut. They're just like, I will shoot this motherfucking scientist. I'll do
I
it.
will kill this bitch.
I will shoot this duck for no
I
reason.
tried to go for the land shark route, which is like the always go top to bottom, and just to surprise them so much that they don't even know that Matua is with them anymore.
So one could say you're a street shark.
Yeah.
God damn it. Hey, we don't have the worst initiative.
I mean, I'll hit anyone anyway because I have the unarmed combatant thing, but I'd rather deal 4 damage than the shock damage.
Okay. So you clock guard 2. How much damage?
His name is actually Glod.
Galad the guard. That's
Yeah.
Glad guard.
That's unfortunate.
Okay. So they're gonna ignore Myra because Myra's not the threat here.
No,
As far as they know.
Myra's
6.5 feet shark man is the
And
threat.
they pull their sidearms, so the one guard that gets to react, which is this one here.
Yep.
I'm not pinging, I'm drawing apparently. This one here. Because it's essentially left to right, 1, 2, 3. I was gonna make it easy on myself. So he pulls his like standard kind of service issue pistol, and like lines up his shot. Let's see what happens. What's your AC, Morgan?
17.
Okay, cool. Dex 1s.
That's really good AC.
Did warriors get a attack bonus in this game? Equal to level, was it?
Straight
Half
warriors get equal to the level. Partial warriors get like
Half?
half, and
We get +1 to our attack bonus at first level
But-
and 5th
But
level.
there is in the
God damn
Star
it.
Sword Number thing a series of like templates.
Like pre-made NPCs.
I've made up. I have my own template.
So he hits.
He hits. What does a standard pistol do damage wise?
D6.
Anyone know what page that's on? I think it's a D6.
It's 60. I'm on 69, which is armor.
Okay.
What is the weapon?
It's
67.
just like a standard pistol.
67. Standard
67.
pistol. A mag? No, not a mag pistol.
Not a mag pistol. They're not that.
A
They don't have
semi-auto.
that much.
A semi. 1d6
Yeah, it's
plus
just
1.
like a semi. Like a semi. Yeah, that's
D6
what I thought
plus
it was.
1.
Cool. Sweet. Let's see.
Equals
Like
4
the
damage.
round packs into you for 4 damage.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to phase Morgan. He's very
Who has
busy.
higher dex score between Myra and Morgan?
It's equal, I think.
14.
Yeah, we're both 14.
Cool.
I'm letting Morgan take the lead on this one, though.
I
Morgan.
mean, whatever you do, Myra. But yeah,
Can I assist Morgan's action?
No, you cannot. I refuse.
Okay.
This is not Morgan that's like calmly sorting his tie. This is Morgan in full apeshit mode. He's not
This is
talking.
Morgan after he smelled blood.
He's going to kill some bitches. I deal 2 shock damage, I think, unless they are wearing field uniforms.
No, armored undersuits.
Yes, the AC is 13.
Yeah, so that this
So you do
automatically
2 shock
deals 2
damage.
shock damage.
Yep. And then you don't do the 8 damage because you miss. And were you hitting the one you've already hit before?
Yeah, it's like basically like keep pummeling this guy.
Sweet.
Can you provoke opportunity attacks? I
I
forget.
don't believe there is a rule for attack of opportunity in this game.
I step back
Yes, you should.
as far as I can.
You definitely should.
I step backwards, and
So the first guard,
Yep.
the one you're not engaged with, steps back and takes a shot.
Like the majority of their attacks should miss. Like that one, it doesn't.
AC was 17.
Yeah.
Yeah, the round, like, you hear it, like, whiz past your head.
Yeah, or it impacts and does no
it
damage.
literally hits him, and his skin is too thick for it to.
Yeah. So the guard you're fighting is going to take a swing back at you.
Yep. if I had taken the shocking assault thing, I would be dealing damage to all of them. But yeah, this is fine too.
Miss.
Then this dude steps this way. One back. Actually, no, he would be there. And then takes a shot.
Missing.
Misses.
But dealing no damage.
Morgan and Matua.
Yeah. So I keep pummeling this one dude for 7.
You clock him around the side of their face and you drop to the ground.
Right. So this is grabbing him by the face, smashing him into the ground, and throwing him into the alley or whatever. Like, not very subtle or gentle.
Cool.
And then turning to the next guy and basically like
Cracking
they
your
shot me,
neck.
so I'm gonna kill them.
Alright.
Matua.
What are the grapple? Can I try to grab his weapon off him?
Oh
I should
no.
Probably not do that. No, I have AC 11. I step further into my corner. Standing there very... this is like the first time I've seen Morgan fight. I am just like marveling my creation.
Yeah. It's like watching, like one of those bullfighters in like the ring, except Morgan is the bull, and he just tramples the guy.
To Myra, it's like watching her son score his first goal in soccer. Like,
oh my god. Yeah, so we see the German scientists.
Yeah.
Like, but they're hiding their smile behind their jacket or something.
Yeah, she is very pleased.
Yeah.
So he swings and misses.
God, your ace. Well, it's also that he's rolling so terribly.
Yep.
And then this guard, so he like pulls out his compad, and starts to like make a call. Matua, you can see this. Morgan, you are too interested in beating the living shit out of the dude in front of you.
Yep.
Morgan,
All right.
flatten said dude.
Hopefully he gets flattened in one punch. Otherwise, this is gonna get awkward. 2 shock damage. No, wait, 4 damage because it passes his AC.
Yep.
Can I get to this guy that's calling in one turn?
Yes, you can.
Can I just try to body check him and like knock the compad out of him?
You
Like,
can do it.
I don't want to body. I want to specifically knock the compad out of his arm.
Cool. Go for it.
Body checking him, but could
So
do that.
you essentially you're gonna like run to him, roll to hit. If you hit, like you won't do damage, but like you'll knock the compad out of his hands.
Yeah.
Go for it.
I didn't actually add. How do I roll to hit? I never.
It's 1d20 plus your attack bonus, your skill bonus, so +1 from dexterity.
And then +1
you-
from base attack. Okay, so just the
Yeah.
d20.
Yep.
D20 +2. I have a all right chance of hitting.
Against AC 13.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So yeah, you knock the combat out of his hands.
Yeah, I run forward and just smack it onto the ground.
Cool.
Yeah.
So the guard up here takes another swing at Morgan
Yeah, because now Morgan is in melee range.
and misses. The second guard is going to try and grapple you, Myra. So I'll get him to roll to hit, and then if he succeeds, we'll do an
It'd be
opposed strength.
Yeah.
Exert. Yeah.
Basically opposed exert.
That, yeah.
I keep forgetting exert in this game. Exert is actually really cool because it's for shit like this. So,
Exert's basically what you use if you're kind of stuck.
fuck that.
Yes.
Few minutes, right?
So
Yeah.
I think like I'm
Morgan?
like grappling with him as well.
Alright.
Just to like keep him away from the compad. Good shit, Morgan.
7 damage.
Cool. So yeah, you clock this guy, and he like blood starts to like run from like the side of his nose starts to run, his mouth starts to run. He's got like a gash along here that's like bleeding, but he's still up.
He's got
Oh, man.
Cool.
Well, it takes another round.
Myra, what are you doing?
I want to I want to stomp on the compad, just break it.
Okay.
Does that take a full action?
Yeah, it's also going to be probably opposed exert because like he's actively in between you and the compad at the moment. So you have to kind of like get your way past him to.
Okay, so just
stomp.
Just roll exert.
Yeah, I'll let you do dex if you want, like exert with dex.
I will do dex. That makes sense because I'm trying to get past him.
Yeah.
Do you want to roll first?
Up to you, man. I can roll.
I want you to roll first. I can re-roll. Why am I worried?
You can't re-roll in battles.
It's a skill check though. It's not a
Yeah.
It's not a attack roll.
I'm not on attack roll.
I'm gonna re-roll that.
Gonna re-roll you.
How about it? No,
Look, you're keeping him occupied. That's all you need
why
to do.
Why do I have a minus on that? I have a Oh, cause
you have a -1 from exert,
yeah,
not
why.
being trained.
That's it. Yeah.
You have.
No,
Yep.
that was it. Yeah. I'm gonna re-roll.
Yeah. Oh man, Myra, the ever
No.
present
Close.
chase to
Close
be
but no
important.
cigar.
Cool. So yeah, he like you try and get past him, and he like checks you off, like he's blocking you from it. First guy's gonna take a swing at Morgan.
Hits. That's
Cool.
the AC.
What is a standard punch damage? Is it 1d2
1d2
or 4?
1d2.
Yep.
So you take 2 damage as
Oh,
you
this poor man.
swing. Myra, this guy's going to try and do the same thing he did.
Oh,
Oh,
I'm assuming he's trying to
Everyone
grapple
die?
me. You disappeared there for a second, Liam. Oh,
Hello? Hello?
hello.
you're there.
Hi.
You're good
Wait.
now.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so he's going to try and do the same thing he did last time.
Cool. 5. Nope.
Fuck this dude.
I only have AC
Uh,
11, so if you weren't rolling terribly, he'd get me.
Yeah. He probably has more strength than you as well. So
I have a 13, yeah.
yeah, he has more strength than you. Cool. Morgan,
Yep.
send this dude to his grave.
All right. I
you
mean,
you basically need to hit and then deal more than
2 damage.
Three. You need to do more than 2 damage. You need to do 3 damage.
I
There
do.
it is.
Sweet. So yeah, he drops to the ground.
So
unconscious.
literally, like Morgan steps on his leg, crunches it, and then like he falls to the floor, and then Morgan steps on his like chest, and you just hear like the crack of every
So-
rib,
Uh,
and then
that's fucking metal.
he turns to face the remaining guy, and then he's like, "Why didn't you run?"
Myra's slightly scared because she's not sure if he's talking to her or not.
Exactly.
I'm gonna roll
So,
exert to try to crush this thing. Oh, at least
Yeah, go for
at least something else happens first.
Yeah, so like I'm just saying, like, as he watches Morgan finish his friend, and then like just the Martian who's left. It's 3 who's left. It's the Martian. So like as you guys as he starts to get rushed, he's like yelling their station security, and there are cameras on the station. If you fuckers think you're getting off this station, you're fucking dreaming. They're watching this. As he gets rushed, and you can see the fear in his fucking eyes as Morgan charges him.
I'm gonna crush the compad.
Certainly try.
9.
Come on, baby.
Yes.
Yeah, you do it. You snake past him and get manage to put your heel
while
down
he's
on it.
shouting and distracted by Morgan, I dart past him and repeatedly smash it.
Yeah, so Myra, he's gonna try and do the same thing he did last time because you're literally his only chance of not getting
Yeah,
squished. And I'm gonna give him an extra plus because you've like put yourself out of position. You're not like actively defending against this anymore.
Fair enough.
So I'm gonna give him an extra +1.
Okay. But you just got to roll an 11. If you roll like even halfway decently, you've got it. Oh, you got
Oh my
it.
god, he got it.
It's a pose
So
exert, though.
he grabs you and then oppose exert to see if you can like break away from him.
Can I do it with Dex?
No, this is strength. This is pure strength.
You roll first.
I don't really want to.
I don't want to either. Because he's going to point a gun at my head.
He is, yeah. Yeah. Come on, dude. You got this. That's not a great roll.
No!
Oh my god.
Yeah, so he wraps his he grabs you, as you dart past him, you like step on his compad, and he like grabs you by like your shirt and like hauls you up, gets one arm around you, and then points the gun at Myra's head, and is like stepping back away from Morgan, like he's like, I'll shoot, I'll fucking blow her brains over the wall, stay the fuck away from me.
Liam, would that be an
care.
amazing time to end it for the day? Because we're at time.
We can.
Leave it as
How
a
much longer?
cliffhanger?
Does not have.
That's a good.
10 minutes, but we're supposed to be doing it fortnightly, and I think I might have fucked things over. Like, I might be clear this week and not clear the next week.
Do you know which one that is? Okay, so what we'll do.
We'll take a break, and I'll sort it out.
All right.
We'll sort out what we're doing, and if we come back, if we can't continue and we come back, we'll do like the end of session stuff there after the break.
Yep.
And if we can continue, we'll continue with the session afterwards.
All right.
Yep.
We'll be back in
Cool.
about 5
Yeah.
minutes. Just sit right there.